recognize if you are in true love? How do you know if you are liking someone or being infatuated? How do you realize if you are lusting for someone? Hello everyone. Welcome to Fitter Body Leads to Fitter Mind and Happy You. I am Dr. Rashmi. In this video, we will be answering all the questions. Before I get started with answering those things, I want to share a small story with you, or maybe a everyday incident that we come across in our lives. There was this little boy who says, I love fish. When asked why he loves fish, he says, it tastes very nice when I cook it and eat. And it gives me a lot of energy. And it gives me a lot of healthy nutritions which I get because of eating that fish. That's the reason I love fish. Here are a few more examples that I want to talk about. Let's say you are in love with someone. When you are in love with someone, is your love for the other person unconditional? Or you are in love with a person with the intent that he or she is going to fulfill all your needs so that you can be happy. Isn't it very striking? Absolutely. So here, what we are getting confused is whether we are really in love with the person, or is it like we are going to get whatever we want through that person, so we feel we are in love with that person. Take a moment and sit back and give it a thought and understand whether you are loving somebody unconditionally or you are loving them because your needs are fulfilled by them. Here are a few questions which will help you assess whether you are in true love. Number 1, examine whether you treat the object of your interest as a person or a thing. As I mentioned, the example, you love fish, but you're treating it as a thing, not as somebody who has the same kind of emotion or feeling just like you. So the minute you realize the person you are in love with is being treated as a person, then you know and you value their emotions and their feelings as well. You care for this person irrespective of whether they are right or they are keeping you happy all the time or no. You are committed to sticking together even the circumstances around you are not very easy to handle. You can also tell this person anything about yourself. Even it means that you are not happy about something about yourself, but you're still happy about sharing this with the person whom you love. And you know that your partner will accept you the way you are. There is no way that you can make somebody love you, although the action speaks louder than the words. Here is a point to be noted. If you are the one always giving and getting very little in return, you might consider asking a trusted friend or a family person who meant best for you to understand what they are able to see in this relationship. It is always very important to note, most of the time those who are outside can see better what is happening in your relationship. So why is that you are missing on all this? As we already know, love is blind. You tend to ignore a lot of things that are right in front of your eyes. You're so much dipped in the emotion of being in love, you turn a blind eye to many things that are happening right in front of your eyes. It is always better to listen to people around you so you be in a healthy relationship which is committed and long living as well. Second point to be noted, ask yourself how secure you feel around this person. How sure you are that your partner is going to be your side come what may. Once you are sure of all this, that is when you can get into a commitment for lifetime. Third point, think about how long you have been in the relationship. You have known the person for quite some time and you feel you cannot have a life without her or him. Sometimes you might feel you want to know the person very well before you get into a long term commitment. A cautious decision would always save you a lot of heartbreaks as well. Fourth point, analyze the way you are thinking about your partner. Like, let's take an example. If something funny has happened in a workplace, so you cannot wait to go and share it with your partner. Alternatively, if something bad has happened in your office setup, then you don't want to go and share it with your partner, but rather you look out for some other person who can understand what you actually went through. If the case is second one, then you need to be more cautious. If your partner is the first person that you think you want to share your innermost feelings, then probably you are in love. If you are in this kind of a commitment, then there is a mutual respect for each other. Fifth point. This is the most important thing if you are committing to a long-term relationship. Look at how you handle conflicts. When you have an argument with your partner, you keep working until you find a common ground. Note that no argument can erase your commitment to the partner. You appreciate your partner telling you the truth even it is hurting you. Even if you don't agree with your partner, you make sure you stand by your partner in front of your family and friends and defend them as well. After you have answered all these 5 points, then you still consider moving forward with the relationship. If you feel comfortable with your partner and you feel strong bond of trust, in that case marriage should be coming into the picture, because it becomes quite natural that you're being more happy with that person and you also feel life is better with that person. Before making all this decision, your family and friends should also know the person better and you should be willing to protect that person for lifetime. I'm sure that is when you are ready for a lifetime commitment with the partner that you are fallen in love with. Now let's understand whether you are infatuated by the person or you are liking this person. So first point to remember is, examine whether you are treating this object of interest as a person or a thing. When you are infatuated, your mind is completely consumed by thoughts of the other person. You're not only thinking about that person, you're also thinking how to reveal yourself to that person. You also have an idealized vision of that person, and you are not sure whether your vision is completely accurate or no. So here a lot of imagination or your expectation go into function. The second point, you need to understand how secure you feel with this person. If you are in infatuation or if you like somebody else, then instead of feeling secure, you are constantly thinking how to impress this person. Your focus is on how to get this person to like you. And you feel nervous most of the time because you don't know how the other person feels about you. The third point that you need to know is, think about how long you have been in the relationship. Because it is infatuation or like, it is usually very new relationship. While you're constantly thinking about the other person, you're not sure whether they are going through the same feeling or no. And there is also a lot of uncertainty whether the other person is equally interested in moving this relation to the next level. Fourth point, analyze the way you are thinking about the person. You think constantly about the way they smile, they say your name, or the way they look at you. You constantly think obsessively about these minute details. And you also try to make a decision on how the other person feels about you based on these superficial expressions. Fifth point is, look how you handle the conflict. When you are in liking with the person, and if the person disagrees with whatever you are saying, then you start getting into the doubt that is this relationship over. You also wonder whether you know this person really well or no. You also start wondering whether your impression about this person was all wrong. Point number 6. You consider if you want to move this relationship ahead. You want to ask your partner to date exclusively, but you are also very hesitant what their answer is going to be, whether the person is going to say yes or no. You are also afraid asking for a commitment by the partner may frighten them away from you. If you feel your feelings are not deep enough for a love, then whatever you are going through might be like or infatuation for the other person. I hope by asking these 6 questions to yourself, you will be able to understand what are your feelings for the partner that you have in your life.